Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fancy and I recently completed the CELTA course, which is the Cambridge Certificate in Teaching English to Adult Speakers of Other Languages. Yeah, it's actually the main reason why I created this channel, because I'll be sharing every information that you need to know about the CELTA course. I'll be sharing what you should be expecting, the interview process, the cost of the course, and the countries that I would advise you to look out for a job when you're done with the course and you're now ready to start working as an English tutor. When I first discovered the CELTA course, I started by researching for centers that are approved by Cambridge, because Cambridge only authorized to run the course and issue the certificate. When you're done with the course in the center that you took it from, Cambridge have to go through it, go through the whole assessment, and they are the only one that can issue your certificate. So after researching different centers, all over the world, because I'm currently in Nigeria and there is no any CELTA approved center in Nigeria. So when I was done with my research, I finally decided to apply through Teaching House London. It is CELTA center that is located in the UK, but I think they also have one center in the US. So I applied through Teaching House London, which is a well-established CELTA center located in the UK. They offer both online and offline CELTA course. I think they also have another location in the US. So which is, I think the US center is more expensive, because I think it's around approximately $3,000 for the US center. So after choosing my center, the next step was to fill the online application form. The application included questions about my educational background. They also want to know the reason why you want to take the CELTA course. They want to make sure that it's not just for a silly reason, because they wouldn't want you to waste your money. And also they want to know your English proficiency. And I also had to complete a what we call a language awareness task. I think this task is basically to test your understanding of the English grammar. They want to see how you're going to teach this language to your student. They want to know that you are able to explain the language very clearly to the learners that you're going to be teaching during the course. Because yes, during the course, it's not just about just talking to you and teaching you. They also want to see how you're going to display it. They want to watch you teach and all of those things. So the language awareness task is very, very important, because that's like, I think 70% of the coursework. Watching you teach students, knowing how you're teaching grammars, how you are able to, and it wasn't impossible. Actually, it wasn't impossible, but it's very doable. And it also requires careful thinking, because you're going to be teaching intermediate students, low-level students, advanced, and so they want to see how you're able to adjust to these levels of students. So after submitting your application, the next process is the interview process. The interview is usually straightforward. I don't know about other centers, but the center that I took my course, the interview was pretty straightforward. It didn't even take up to 25 minutes. They want to know your motivation, and they want to be sure that you actually understand the course that you want to take, and they also want to hear your expectations, if there is anything that you're expecting from the course, stuff like that. So that was pretty much what the interview was all about. And also they would clearly explain to you that CELTA is very intensive, and CELTA is going to be taking 100% of your time. That is, if you actually apply for the full-time, because I think they have the full-time and they have the part-time and they have the weekend. The course I took lasted for a month, and it was a full-time So they would explain to you how intensive that 1 month full-time is going to be for you. It involves the daily lesson planning, because obviously you have to plan the lesson that you're going to teach to the students, so it involves daily lesson planning, and it will take a lot of your time. It also involves the assignments. Yes, the assignment. You have to do your assignment, and it's not just an easy assignment. And it also involves feedback sections. Yes, because for every lesson you teach, there has to be a feedback section from the experienced tutors that are taking you on the course, and also your fellow trainees, that you're actually taking the course with. And then the main teaching practice, where you get to teach real students. It's not just you're going to be teaching real students. And no, you don't have to excuse me, you don't have to come experienced. Obviously you are going to watch the tutors teach some students, and then you have to pick up really fast, so that during your own teaching practice you can put together all you've actually observed during the teaching practice. So during the interview, they will make it very clear that it is going to take all your time. You have to be fully committed during the period that you are taking the CELTA course. Fully committed. You don't have time to go out during the weekend. You don't have time to go on a vacation while you're taking the course. Obviously, you will not have that time. So that 1 month has to be fully dedicated to the course, because if you're not planning your lesson, you are observing. If you're not observing, you're doing your written assignment. If you're not doing your written assignment, you're doing some other things that it's just you wouldn't have time to be committed to any other thing. It has to be fully CELTA for that period. So once you scale through the interview process, you would now be offered a place in the course, and then that is when they will now give you the details about the cost breakdown. So we are going to be talking about that, because it is a very important part of this CELTA process. A lot of people really want to take the course, but they don't know how much it costs, and that is like the first thing that you have to bear in mind. So like I mentioned earlier, I took this course with Teaching House London. Their UK center. They have a center in the US, like I said, and they have a center in London. So I took my own course with their London center, and at the time of the course, the original price was £1,500, which is approximately, with the exchange rate as of then, it was approximately 2.7 million naira. But I was given a discount because immediately I applied for the course, I got the interview, I paid immediately because I was actually fully ready. I've made my research and everything, and I was ready to just go ahead with the payment. So immediately they gave me the course. Immediately they offered me the admission. I was ready to pay immediately. So because of that, I was given a £100 discount. So instead of paying £1,500, I paid £1,400. Yeah, almost £1,400, which is approximately 2.6. I know this is a significant investment, but like I said, CELTA is an internationally recognized qualification, and it is the gold standard when it comes to teaching English abroad. So you should know that it's not just a lot of schools, a lot of employees are looking for candidates that have this qualification. CELTA would open doors for you to teach English in many different countries all over the world. Imagine you're already a teacher in Nigeria. Maybe you've been teaching for years, especially English. You have lots of experience already, like 5 years, 10 years experience, and you're tired of the normal secondary school teaching or stuff like that. You want to travel, you want a qualification that would give you the opportunity for you to travel abroad. All you have to do is to take the CELTA course, and with that you would definitely find countries or employees that are ready to sponsor your visa. I know a trainee during my time that was offered was offered a job the job covered the visa, her flight, and every other things in Dubai, and even her accommodation. And I've also heard of some people that told me that, oh, some of them would even sponsor your family to come and visit you while you're working with them. That is how, you know, how valuable the qualification is. So that being said, there are also CELTA centers in other parts of the world, like Spain, Vietnam, the UAE, South Africa. Yes, also unfortunately we don't have any center in Nigeria. So yes, so in some countries like Vietnam and South Africa, I think the cost is a little bit slightly affordable than the centers in the UK or the US. So maybe like $400 cheaper. Yes, I mean that is something, or $300 cheaper. For me, the reason why I took this CELTA was because I saw it as an investment for my future, to be honest, especially international career. You know, imagine having a qualification that you are in Nigeria or you are in your home country, and you know, employees in other countries are ready to employ you, give you a visa for you to come over to the country and teach. You know, qualification that you can just apply for a job in all parts of the world, and boom, you're seeing yourself in a different country teaching English to adult learners. You know, and one thing you need to know is that CELTA is actually specifically for teaching English to adults, not children. I think there is other TOEFL certificate that you can use to teach English to kids, but if you're considering the CELTA, that means you are interested in teaching adults, you know, not children. And that is pretty much it. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about the interview process in details, and I would also be sharing tips on how to prepare, because a lot of people, the moment they hear interview, you know, CELTA, they'll become scared. Like I said, it didn't even take up to 25 minutes, and I scaled through. You know, at first I was scared. I went on all social media. I was typing, oh, what is the CELTA interview like? What should I be expecting? Questions to expect? Should I prepare for anything and stuff like that? So in details, I would be in my next videos. I will be sharing the interview process in details, and I will be sharing what you should be expecting during your CELTA interview. So with that being said, if you're interested in taking the CELTA, or you are interested in teaching English to speakers of other languages abroad, then you have to follow my channel, you have to subscribe, you have to be active, so that whenever I post a video, you would easily be notified, and you can just follow up through my journey, because this is just the beginning. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video.